Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly.
Canada lives because of the United States, remember that.
In Germany, he's doing a terrible job.
The setting could not be more peaceful. A luxury lakeside resort. Snow-capped Alps in the distance. World leaders gathering for handshakes, family photos, and diplomatic smiles. But beneath the postcard-perfect backdrop of Evian-les-Bains in France, a political storm is brewing. Because Donald Trump has arrived at the G7. And this time, many of America's closest allies are not exactly happy to see him. The immediate source of tension is Iran. Just days after the United States and Iran announced a preliminary agreement to end months of conflict, Trump arrived in France claiming a diplomatic victory. But the war itself exposed deep divisions between Washington and its traditional allies. Several G7 leaders refused to support Trump's military campaign against Iran. And according to multiple reports, those disagreements have left lasting scars. The result? A summit where smiles may be plentiful, but trust is in short supply. Perhaps the most complicated relationship is with French President Emmanuel Macron.
Then I call up France, Macron, whose wife treats him extremely badly. And he's still recovering from the right to the jaw.
The two leaders have known each other for years. At times, they have appeared close. At other times, they have openly clashed. And the tensions were immediately visible as Trump met Macron at G7. An awkward handshake and uncanny praise filled the atmosphere. Macron has often tried to position himself as the European leader most capable of dealing with Trump. But after months of disputes over Iran, diplomacy, and security policy, that relationship appears increasingly strained. And now, Macron finds himself hosting a summit where Trump is once again at the center of controversy. Then there is Canada. Prime Minister Mark Carney initially appeared to enjoy a better relationship with Trump than his predecessor Justin Trudeau. But that goodwill faded quickly. Trade disputes returned. Political disagreements escalated, and Trump revived one of his favorite provocations, referring to Canada as America's potential 51st state, even mockingly calling Carney Governor Carney.
Canada gets a lot of freebies from us, by the way. They should be grateful also, but they're not. I watched your Prime Minister yesterday. He wasn't so grateful. But they should be grateful to us. Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements.
Britain's Keir Starmer may be even more disappointed. For months, Starmer invested heavily in maintaining a productive relationship with the White House. But Britain's refusal to support Trump's war with Iran reportedly changed the dynamic. Trump has since criticized the British leader publicly. Germany has also felt the pressure. Chancellor Friedrich Merz initially impressed Trump during an early White House visit. But criticism of America's handling of Iran quickly cooled relations. Comments suggesting Washington was being embarrassed by Tehran reportedly angered the U.S. president.
In Germany, he's doing a terrible job. He's got immigration problems, he's got energy problems, he's got problems of all kinds, and he's got a big problem with Ukraine because they're in that mess. And he criticized me for doing the whole thing with Iran. But I said, would you like to have a nuclear weapon in the hands of Iran? He said, no, I don't. I said, well, then I guess I'm right. He didn't have any answer to that.
And another ally suddenly found itself on Trump's growing list of critics. Even Giorgia Meloni, perhaps Trump's closest ideological ally in Europe, could not avoid conflict. Italy refused to join military operations against Iran. Then Meloni publicly criticized Trump's attacks on Pope Leo XIV. The disagreement highlighted a growing reality. Even leaders who broadly agree with Trump are discovering there are limits to that partnership. Only Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has largely avoided direct confrontation. But even Tokyo has faced criticism for refusing to participate in the Iran conflict, and Trump quickly jabbed at her with the Pearl Harbor remark.
And we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted Surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
A reminder that no ally appears completely immune from Trump's frustrations. And that may be the real story of this summit. Not Iran, not trade, not even the final communique, but whether the world's leading democracies can still function as a united bloc when their most powerful member increasingly prefers confrontation over consensus. Because as leaders gather around the G7 table, the question hanging over Evian is becoming impossible to ignore. Is Donald Trump leading the alliance or pulling it apart?
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.